My best friend tried to break up my relationship, and I found out why. I want you to imagine this. You're sitting in your living room, mind your own business, when your boyfriend shows up at your door looking like someone punched the air out of him. He won't sit, he won't smile, he won't even look at you. And the first thing he says is, I need to know the truth. That's how the story starts. My best friend, Maya, and I have known each other for almost 10 years. We met in college, bonded over late night study sessions and cheap wine, and somewhere along the way, she became the person I thought would be at my wedding, holding my bouquet, crying the hardest when I said, I do. She has always had a magnetic energy. She's the type of person who walks into a room and immediately becomes the center of it. I used to think that meant confidence. Now I'm not so sure. My boyfriend, Liam, and I have been together a little over a year. He's the opposite of Maya: quiet, steady, kind. The kind of person who listens before he talks. The kind of person who remembers the small details: your coffee order, the book you said you wanted to read, the way you unwind after a long day. He's not loud, he's not flashy, he's not the center of attention, but he's the person who makes you feel safe without even trying. And maybe that's where all this started, because whenever Maya hung out with us, I'd notice her, observing him. Not in a friendly way, more like the way she was studying him, measuring him, testing the room to see how he reacted to her jokes, her outfits, her flirting. I brushed it off at first. She flirted with everyone. That was just who she was. I never thought she'd aim that energy at my relationship. But one night, out of nowhere, Liam texted me, Can I come over? I need to talk to you. When he walked in, he looked sick, pale, stiff, tense. He held his phone in his hand like it weighed 10 pounds. Did you cheat on me? He asked. That sentence hit me like someone dropped ice water down my back. I immediately said no, because I hadn't. I hadn't even come close. I asked him where this was coming from, and that's when he showed me the messages. Screenshots, a full folder of them. Text from an unknown number claiming to be me, talking about some guy from work, saying things like, he doesn't treat me like you do, and I think I made a mistake choosing Liam. It was surreal reading words I had never written in a conversation I didn't have. And then I saw the final message. Don't tell her I told you. I'm just looking out for you. That's when my stomach dropped. There were only two people who knew Liam's number without asking me: his mother and Maya. I looked at Liam and said, These aren't real. They're fake. He believed me. I could see that, but he was still hurt and confused and shaken. He handed me the phone, and I went through the screenshots slowly. And one of them, in the corner, barely cropped out, I saw the tiniest piece of a lock screen wallpaper, a blurry swirl of purple and silver. Maya's phone background. I couldn't breathe for a second. After Liam left and things calmed down between us, I called her. She didn't answer. I texted her. No reply. I drove to her apartment, knocked on the door, and heard footsteps, whispering, and then silence. I knocked again, harder. She finally opened the door just a crack. Hey, she said, this is a bad time. I didn't waste time. I showed her the screenshots. Her face went white for half a second. Then she forced a smirk. Oh my God, she said. You're being dramatic. It was a joke. A joke? Something inside of me snapped. A joke? I repeated. You tried to break up my relationship. Are you serious? She rolled her eyes. I wasn't trying to break you up. I was testing him. I wanted to see if he'd believe it or if he'd defend you. I stared at her. I couldn't tell if she was lying or if she genuinely believed the garbage she was saying. Then she slipped. In her panic, she said something she couldn't take back. You don't even appreciate him like I would. Everything froze. What did you say? She opened her mouth, closed it, swallowed it, then whispered, Fine. I like him, okay? I've liked him for a long time. I thought if he saw who you really were, maybe he realized you're not the right person for him. There it was. Not jealousy, not insecurity, not even pettiness. Obsession. I stepped back, suddenly aware of how small her hallway felt. You need help, I said quietly. A week later, everything blew up. She told her friend group that I overreacted. She told people I was controlling. She posted these vague Instagram quotes about fake friends who betray you the moment you shine. And she hasn't apologized, not once. Liam and I are still together. Stronger, actually. But sometimes when I think about that night, about his face, about her lies, I get this cold, crawling feeling in my chest. Not heartbreak, not anger, something closer to grief. Because I didn't just lose a friend, I lost a version of her I thought was real. So tell me, if your best friend tried to break up your relationship because she wanted your boyfriend for herself, would you give her another chance? Or would you walk away like I did?